Hello, my friends. Today we're going to have a look at the battle between steel and concrete. We're going to compare and contrast 6 main areas which I've handpicked from guidance from some of the smartest professionals in the construction world. I hope this video serves you well on your way to becoming a construction master. So the 6 areas we're going to cover today are costs, strength, fire resistance, sustainability, versatility, and corrosion. So let's get right in. With number 1, costs. And in terms of structural steel, a large majority of all steel manufactured today comes from recycled materials. And this recycled usage makes the material much cheaper when compared to other materials. And although the price of steel can fluctuate, it typically remains a less expensive option compared to reinforced concrete. And steel, while having a high lead-in time, is known for its fast erection on site. And this can allow the building to be occupied sooner. And in addition, reduced labour costs are possible through the dryness in form in comparison with the wet concrete. However, something that can add to the costs is that steel needs fire protection, whereas within concrete, this is inherent, which means that it is already present in concrete. And prefabrication of steel can allow a thin film intromescent coating to be applied off-site. And the construction of a steel framework is comparatively lightweight, as much as 60% lighter than a comparable reinforced concrete frame solution, which might allow for a less expensive foundation system. And in addition, modification to the building can sometimes be facilitated by simple removal of a structural steel member. Now let's have a look at concrete. And a large cost benefit to concrete is the fact that its price remains relatively consistent. On the other hand, concrete also requires ongoing maintenance and repairs, meaning added cost through its lifetime. And remember, the best world-class surveyors do not just think about the present moment. They think about the lifetime of the project, and they are very sustainable in their thinking. And even though concrete can be poured and worked with directly on site, the process to completion can be lengthy and could accrue high labour costs. However, the use of precast concrete construction can help to significantly reduce build times. Point number 2, strength. And in terms of steel, structural steel is extremely strong, stiff, tough, and ductile, making it one of the leading materials used in commercial and industrial building construction. Concrete, on the other hand, is a composite material consisting of cement, sand, gravel, and water. It has a relatively high compressive strength, but lacks the tensile strength. Concrete must be reinforced with steel rebar to increase a structure's tensile capacity, ductility, and elasticity. Point number 3, fire resistance. And structural steel is inherently a non-combustible material. However, when heated to extreme temperatures, its strength can be significantly compromised. Therefore, it is required for steel to be covered in additional fire-resistant materials to improve safety. And prefabrication of steel can allow a intromescent film to be applied off-site, which could also save time. And in terms of concrete, the composition of concrete makes it naturally fire-resistant and in line with most building codes and regulations. When concrete is used for building construction, many of the other components used in construction are not fire-resistant. So you guys should adhere to all the safety codes and building regulations when in the building process to prevent complications with the overall structure. Okay, let's look at point number 4, sustainability. And both concrete and steel frame structures have environmental issues associated with their use, including a high embodied energy in their manufacture. So structural steel is nearly 100% recyclable, as well as 90% of all structural steel used today is created from recycled steel. And due to its long lifespan, steel can be used as well as adapted multiple times with little to no compromise to its structural integrity. That's just amazing. And when manufactured, fabricated and treated properly, structural steel will have a minimal impact on the environment. Concrete, on the other hand, has elements within it that are natural to our environment, reducing the harm to our world. Concrete can be crushed and used in future mixes. And the type of recycling can reduce presence of concrete in landfills. And when we talk about future mixes, we mean the waste materials such as GGBS, which is ground granulated blast furnace slag, and PFA, which is pulverized fuel ash, and they can be included within the mix. However, there are some issues with recycling concrete, such as moisture content and material variability, which could dictate that it is economically unviable. Point number 5, versatility. And structural steel is a flexible material that can be fabricated into a wide array of designs for endless applications. The strength to weight ratio of steel is much higher when compared to other affordable building materials. And steel also offers many different aesthetic options that different materials such as concrete cannot compete with. Concrete, on the other hand, can be molded into many different shapes. It does face some limitations when it comes to floor-to-floor construction heights and long open spans. Point number 6, corrosion. And in terms of steel, steel may corrode when it comes into contact with water. And if left without proper care, it could affect the safety and security of a structure. So professionals should care for the steel with such processes such as water-resistant seals and paint care. Fire-resistant features may be included when water-resisting seals are applied. Concrete, on the other hand, and with proper construction and care, reinforced concrete is water-resistant and will not corrode. However, it's important to note that the steel reinforcement inside the concrete should never be exposed. And if exposed, the steel becomes compromised and can easily corrode, compromising the strength of the structure. And there are hundreds of decisions that need to be made for any construction project. Making the wrong choice could prove to be detrimental in the end. So it's really important. So when you stack up the two side by side, you can see that steel is the clear winner. Okay, let's think about a scenario and choosing between concrete or steel framing solution for a commercial office building. And this is my advice. I would look at, number 1, program requirements, which may be a key consideration on commercial buildings, as typically steel is quicker to erect on site than concrete. Number 2, requirements for column-free spaces within the office. Number 3, complexity of design, and with steel providing greater flexibility. Number 4, aesthetics and the client aspirations. Number 5, fire protecting requirements. Number 6, repetitiveness of design, and this will have a large impact on the cost of temporary works, such as formwork. Number 7, market conditions and supply costs, and with this, I would undertake a cost comparison. Number 8, height of the building. Number 9, the mechanical and electrical service strategy may impact. Number 10, technical performance requirements of the building, including office floor loads and fire protection. Number 11, site logistics, for example, delivery of materials to site, on and off site storages and plant restrictions. And number 12, foundations design, as this could vary the cost considerably. Wow, that was fire. I hope this served you guys well on your way to becoming a construction master. And please also remember that the faster you learn, the faster you earn. And if you have any questions, feel free to direct message me or email me at hilan@constructionmastery.com.